there, and happy Sunday. Okay, so I have been filming videos all day for the Wildlife Nutrition Program and some other stuff, and I thought, I'm just gonna film a video for my pep talk. And so I think my dog wants to come up and be in the video too. That's Kip. Oh, Kip just drank some water. Anyways, so instead of writing a pep talk for you guys, you are getting a video pep talk. So thank you so much for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch this. I think it is a good one. I think you'll like it. So over this past week, I was on Wednesday. I held an event here in Newport Beach with a lovely woman. Her name was Sunday Patel. I know that you probably saw the advertisements for it for the last couple weeks for the tickets. And so it happened this past Wednesday. And it was really, really, really cool. It was 2 hours long, and it was like, it could have been 5 hours long. I mean, it went by like that. What was interesting about it is that Kelsey is a spiritual advisor, intuitive, Reiki master, meditation teacher, tapping instructor, guider. She's multifaceted when it comes to different ways that we can use her tools to make our life better. So she had like all these different methods, and it was almost like a chip and dip. Like we got to sample a little bit of each one. So she worked with us. She taught us a little bit about tapping, which is something that I had heard about several times, but I had never done it before. She performed Reiki on each of us during a meditation that we did. And she taught us a little bit about crystals. I don't know, it was so cool. And so before I tell you what was my most favorite part, I want to preface it with this. So I was talking to one of my friends last night, and she was asking specifically about the crystal part. And she said that she just didn't feel that the science was there to back it up. And I totally understand that. In fact, the tapping part of the program, it didn't really resonate with me. I didn't, maybe it was because I didn't get it, and maybe it was because I didn't believe in it. So each of these modalities that she offered up to us a sampling of, we don't have to agree with all of them. And I am one of those people that like to have the science-based background behind something. It helps me believe it and understand it a little bit more. But none of these modalities were hurtful. None of them were, super expensive. I mean, it all was in the name of good energy and positive energy and healing energy. And so, when someone says to me, well, what's the science behind it? How does it work? I don't get it. I don't believe in it, so I don't get it. Totally okay to feel that way, but maybe start taking the mindset of, well, if it's just spreading positive energy, and you take it like that, then maybe it's okay to just try it a little bit and see if it changes how you feel, and go with it from there. So I don't know. I just kind of felt like it was like kind of like a no harm situation. I was open to trying all the different modalities. So, and some resonated with me and others didn't, and it was totally okay. And some of them have science behind them and some of them don't, but made me feel good anyways. So I don't know. I think you should have an open mind about it and definitely explore and understand what you need to so that you can feel more open to them as well. So the main thing that I wanted to talk about was when she did the meditation with us. It was a 20-minute long meditation, and during the meditation she walked around and did Reiki on each of us, which was amazing. I don't understand the science behind it, but it was my third time having Reiki, and all 3 times I have been moved mentally, emotionally, and physically by it. So it's actually something that I'm going to start to research a little bit so that I can understand more and see if what I was feeling was actually a direct result from the Reiki. But I want to talk about the meditation because we're still early in January of 2017. We're still deciding if our themes and our intentions were right for 2017, or maybe we didn't set any, or maybe we set a resolution or a goal and we've already like tossed it out. There's, I don't know, it's just still a really good time of the year to think about this. So what she had us do was she guided us through a meditation where we went to visit our 10-year older self. I've never done that before. I've always gone back to the 20-year-old self and think, what would I tell the 20-year-old Cassie? Or, you know, the younger version of me, whatever it was. And I've never gone forward 10 years. And so it was really, really moving and inspirational. And I think a really good lesson in figuring out what really is important to us as women. So if you have not yet set an intention for 2017, you have not yet set a theme for your year, or if you set some resolutions that just were too sweeping or too small or too big, I encourage you at some point during this week to take 5 to 10 minutes and sit down and think about who you are going to be in 10 years. And what do you think someone 10 years older than you would say to you today? What would she view as being important that you should be concerned about this year? What would she say that she wishes she didn't pay that much attention to? Or things that she wished she did pay more attention to? And just use it as an exercise in figuring out what is your why. And I know that's like everyone talks about what is your why, but let me tell you, it's really good to be able to come back and remind yourself why you're doing what it is that you're doing. You'll be way more motivated to live your life in 2017 according to your theme or your intention if you understand why you're doing it, you chose it. So that's what she did. She took us through this meditation and had us visit ourselves 10 years from now. And I gotta tell you, like, mine wasn't like rainbows and unicorns. Actually, mine kind of bummed me out a little bit. And at first I was like, I don't like what she said, my 10-year older self. And so I was bummed like that whole rest of the day. And then over the last couple days, I've been thinking about it and thinking, well, if that's what she was, that's what my 10-year older self felt, that the whole seeing what I saw and how it made me feel, then what do I need to do to change that, to alter that, so that in 10 years from now, I'm not how I was feeling or saying or doing 10 years from now in my meditation. Hopefully that makes sense. So I don't know. It was just really cool, and I just felt moved to share the message with as many people as I can because it was a really great workshop. I wish she could come back and do it again, and maybe I'll have her come back and do it again. Like, most people have asked me to do that, like, tomorrow. It was really, really cool. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, I have 2 things to tell you about that. So one, Kelsey, the woman that did the workshop for us, she's local in Los Angeles and Orange County, California. And she also has a website where she has some free downloadable meditations, I think, that come out once a month. And she also is hosting 2 retreats in March. Now, I'm not an affiliate for her retreats. I'm not making any money by advertising her retreats. I'm just saying that she is having these 2 retreats in March in Mexico, and the prices are like ridiculously reasonable. And I think you get like $100 off if you say that I told you about it. But again, I'm not an affiliate. I'm not getting any kickbacks for saying that. I just was so really, really moved by her and her philosophies, her style of teaching, and I don't know, it was just really, really cool. So anyways, that's my pep talk for today. I want you to go and think about what your 10-year older self thinks is important and maybe start to apply that to your theme and your intentions for 2017. With that, I'll see you next week. I'll write something next week, okay? All right. Bye.